Welcome back to Science Capsule, a perfect self-learning tool. I have been uploading various ICT tools for effective teaching learning process. So far, many videos have already been uploaded. In today's video, I am going to explain about the Jamboard, one of the most efficient Google tool for online teaching. This video is going to be much interesting and informative, so watch till the end of this video. Dear friends, if you are new to this channel, then please subscribe and press bell icon to view all my future uploads first. Let us start today's video. Since Jamboard is a Google tool, in order to use Google tools, we have to log into Gmail account. Right now I have already logged in. If you have not logged in, then you have to log in to Gmail. Once it is done, then click on the 9 dots, that is Google Apps button. You will get various options. Here you have to go down and down and down, and you will find the Jamboard option. Click on Jamboard, then a new window will appear. This is the window where we will work on the Jamboard. So here temporarily one file is there that I am going to delete it. So this is the environment from where we are going to use Jamboard. Since Jamboard is one of the very effective tool in teaching learning process, which can directly be shared and used in Google Meet. Let us see step by step in detail. So watch till the end of this video so that you will have enough grip on using Google Jamboard. So the first thing what you have to do is here click on the plus button. When you click here, then a new Jamboard will be opened. Let us see what are the various options and how to use each options effectively. Right, so this is the first screen that will appear upon clicking on that. Here Untitled Jam, click on my first class, like that. You can give a title here, click on this. So here my first class. Here this is the first slide appears, or first page appears, over which you can interact. You can enter whatever the informations you want to share with your students that can be interpreted. So altogether you can use 20 such pages. Here we can think this as a page. We can have 20 such pages, not more than 20 pages. So for teaching learning process, each class or each Jamboard will have 20 pages. 20 pages are not less, right? So more pages, and you can have a very effective teaching learning process. So you have already seen how to share the screen. If you don't know how to share the screen, then a separate video has already been made on that topic. You will find in the I button, and I will also provide in the description. After this video you can watch that. So let us learn how the Jamboard can be used effectively. See here, this is the environment of Jamboard. Here undo option you are familiar with, Ctrl Z can be used, and here it is redo, that is Ctrl Y. This is zoom. So this is the screen. This screen can be expanded or shrink by clicking on this option. When you click here you see 25% of the screen. You can increase the size as well, 50%, 100%, so entire screen area, and 200%, any percentage you can give. So right now I am keeping here 50% for making you understand various options. So here by default the color of the screen or the page is white. You can change the color as well. So here is a patterned one, dotted one, and various other. If you want to use ruled one, then you can use rule. Then this is the box type one. So various other options are available. See here a colored one, blue color. Here you see clear frame. Whatever the things we do on the screen that can be removed, this we will discuss little later. So first of all we discuss each and every options available on the left corner. So this is the panel from where we can use various tools available in the Jamboard. So we are now in the first page. So first page can be beginned by using some of the options. The first option you see pen, and here you can see first one is pen, and here a marker and highlighter, brush. What are the difference between these options? Pen, let us see by taking example of each. So here the screen color is blue, and here I am taking white. So this is pen option is there. So here let us see how it appears. I am using pen. So when you use pen, it appears like this. Let us find the use of the second one, this marker. We know that marker writes a little thicker than the pen or pencil. So now I have used marker. So you can find the difference between the pen and the marker. Marker writes a little smoother than the pen. And here fourth option, you see highlighter. Whatever the things you have written on the screen, that can be highlighted. This is the purpose of marker. See here, this can be highlighted. Anything which is there on the screen, that can be highlighted with the help of highlighter. Finally, the last option is brush. So you know the use of brush. Here I am using some other color, golden color. You see here, this is the brush, use of brush. Mostly we use pen, marker and highlighter for teaching learning process. So these are the various options available under the writing tool categories. If you have committed some mistakes, that has to be erased. So for that, a tool available, that is brush, eraser is available. Click on the eraser and the things what you have written on the screen can be erased with the help of the tool called eraser. So eraser tool can be used to erase the written contents made on the screen. Now the select option, this we will see a little later. And here sticky notes is one of the most important feature of Jamboard. So the purpose of sticky note is important informations can be written on this sticky note and kept on the screen. For example, at the end of the session you want to give one quiz question, so you can write here quiz questions, so that you will remember once the teaching process is over. Click on save button, it is saved, then cancel. This you can keep anywhere you want across the screen. Wherever you want, this can be kept. And if you want to increase the size of the sticky note, then you can increase or decrease, and by clicking on the three dots you will get the three other options. Edit option, quiz questions at the end, like that you can write. Click on save, then this is edited, and further clicking on the three dots, then you will get duplicate options. You see here the sticky note got duplicated. If you want to rotate it, at the top left corner you see the rotate, the handle is there, you can rotate the sticky notes. If you don't want any sticky notes, then click on the three dots and click on the delete. So this is how we can make use of sticky notes during our teaching learning process. So suppose now we will see we have written something on the screen. We have some pen tools, we have some markers, and we have some highlighters, and also have some quiz questions, that is sticky notes. If you want to clear all those things, then you can click on clear frame. When you click, whatever the things that exist on the screen will be removed by clicking on the clear frame. So in order to clear individual content, then you will use eraser option. If you want to clear entire screen, then at that time instead of using erase button, you can go for clear frame. So I am undoing it. Now suppose if I take eraser, I can erase the written materials, but you cannot erase the sticky notes, images and many other things which we will see later. So eraser can erase only the tools, only the contents written with the help of pen, brush or highlighters. Images, texts and other things cannot be removed with the help of erase. Whereas by clicking on clear frame, entire things, whatever the components that are there on the screen will be removed. So once the first page is over, then you can use the second page. There you can give your own set of colors. Here I used black color, and here I am going to use some images. So for that, in order to use image, then what you can do is click on add image. So here various options are available: upload by URL, camera, Google. Now we will see upload. We have some images on the hard disk. If you want to use that, click on browse button, and from here desktop I have some images. Let us see here. So here enter, click on here, then you will get the image. See here, this is the image which I have obtained from the screen, and with the help of pen what you can do is, here I use pen with the help of, this can be marked, so this is called anther and this is called filament. So the picture can be brought from the hard disk, and you can give good explanation with the help of pictures. So pictures can be used in our explanation part. If you want some more pictures, then what you can do is you can import some other pictures too. Here I have some digestive system is available, then here let us see. So now we have the digestive systems. Here the size of the pictures can be increased. See here, this is how, by dragging on the point at any of the corner you can increase the size, and if you want to rotate, then this is the rotating handle available here. So this is how we can use the pictures, and if you want to highlight some of the important points, then that can be highlighted. See here, this is mouth, this is head, right? So here we can write it as digestive system. So by using pictures we can make our teaching learning process very effective. So this is how we can use images. Now background, we have only black color, right? So how to use different colored backgrounds? See here, set backgrounds, these are the backgrounds available. If you want to create some more backgrounds, what you can do is, here click on the image button. When you click this button, then here browse, you have to, as usual, you have to select, and the background on file is available. Click on open button, then the file will get uploaded, and you see here our custom background has been applied. Here one thing you have to keep in mind is that here the resolution of the screen should be 1600 multiplied by 900, that is 16:9. This ratio has to be mentioned so that the image, whatever the image you select, that will completely fit into the screen. Otherwise what will happen, let us see that also. I'll tell you here I choose some other pictures available. Here let us see some. This is not with the ratio of 16:9. You can see here the entire screen is not fitted with the picture. So always keep in mind that in order to fit the entire screen with our image, the image should be, our background should be in the ratio of 16:9. So normally if you are working with the Photoshop, then you can choose the ratio, the dimension 1600 into 900, then this will best fit into the screen. So this is how we can use different types of backgrounds which best suits to our teaching learning process. So these are the various options. Let us see some other new options available here. See here, circle, various for mathematics and all, circle can be used. See here, circle, and in this circle you can fill different colors. This is the color and outline color. If you want to change, this can be changed, and if you want to rotate it, you can rotate, and if you want to enlarge, you can enlarge. If you want to increase the size equally, then you click on the corner point, then it will expand equally. If you want to increase the height or width, then the central point you can keep. So this is how we can use circles. Apart from circles, various other geometrical shapes are available. Square is there. If you want to use a rectangle, then you can use rectangles, squares, and rounded rectangle, arrows. So various other patterns available. These options can be used. If you want to use any text box, then that can also be used. This is my sample text. See here, and this color can be changed. Click here and click on here, then you can change the color as well, and alignment can also be set here, center alignment. This is how we can, and you can keep wherever you want. You can click and hold the left mouse key button, and you can place anywhere on the screen you want. So this is how we can use the text box button. The select option is used to select a particular object and to place the object at a different position. So in order to select, and click the left mouse button and drag and place wherever you want. So for that this tool is used. And sticky note, we have already seen image for adding any type of image, and here square, various so with the help of this you can use various geometrical shapes and a text box. And one of the most important tool, very interesting tool available is the laser tool. When you click on the laser tool, see here you can highlight this, it will disappear automatically. So very handy tool and a very interesting one. You can for explanation process you can just highlight it, it will just highlight the point whichever we are explaining. So this is how this laser point can be used. So these are the most important tools available in the Jamboard. So once the teaching learning process is over, you can have a recap just clicking on the back button. All the teaching, all the contents will be available. Once it is over, you can close it as well. And once the Jamboard is closed, once again the same will be available in your Google Drive. So once it is saved, this will be saved in your Google Drive, that can be retrieved back, or you can send the entire classroom teaching in the form of PDF to your students. You can save this file as PDF and keep it for future reference too. So for that, click on this three dots, and here you can rename the file and download as PDF. When you click on download this as PDF, you can see on the left corner my first class, the file has been converted into PDF. This can be saved separately and can have for future reference. So when I open this, you can see this is the first page, second page, third page in the form of PDF. So if you want, you can convert it into PDF and keep it for your future reference. Otherwise, it will be there in the Google Drive, which can be viewed later, or you can use the same material for another class too. And various other options available in the three dots. When you click here, save frame as image, this frame can be saved as image. When you click on this option, then the active screen will be saved as a frame picture. Click here, when you click here, then you will view this as an image, right? Once the teaching learning process is over, then you can close this and the file will be available in your Google Drive. Let us see how you can view the same file for future reference, or in order to take another class. Also, if you want to use the same Jamboard, click the 9 dots and go to Drive. Here, when you click on a Drive, then it will take you to another window. There you see here my first class. This was the Jamboard which we have created little before, right? So when you click this, my first, once again you will get it back. The same resource can be made available, or you can use the same resource for another class. And you can see here, this was the second one, third one. So this was we have used, right? So this is how you can use Jamboard for teaching learning process in a multiple way also, right? So this is all about Jamboard. Hope you found this video useful. If so, hit the like button and share as much as possible to your friends. See you all on another day with a new ICT tool. Till then, take good care of yourself.